the NFL on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans, next on Madden Football.
Stadium in Houston. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
Throwing to start out is Heineke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
First down, Heineke. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Heineke. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. To the air again, Heineke. Going right back to Dotson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Heineke. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Let's go do this thing.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Gibson. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Heineke. This is caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Heineke with a 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taylor Heineke taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Sly set to boot it. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 21. Now the rookie, Pierce has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down, now here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10, Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
4 yards remain for second down. Now Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mills to the air again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Mills. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Heineke now. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Heineke on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
A second down throw for Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Heineke. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Heineke again. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Heineke. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And they'll throw again. Heineke. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Mills on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mills. Catch made here by Rex Burkhead as running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown! Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for Washington. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A first down throw for Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Mills. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
First down, Heineke. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
This is unbelievable.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go.
To throw is Heineke.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mills.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the gut with Burkhead. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. Mills throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That completion comes out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now Mills. That pass complete to Moore. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Howard. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard from 8 yards out. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's Heineke and the Commanders. Down 14-10, a little over a minute to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. He's got McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Got McKissick. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. Oh, and what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.